Call to order. Good morning, everyone. City Clerk, please take roll.
Chair, would you state the date of the meeting?
December 7, 2023.
Thank you. Chair Rodriguez,
Present.
Vice Chair Johnson,
Present.
Member Williams, Member Fajardo,
Present.
Member Sierra,
Present.
Member McNair,
Present.
Member Parker, Member Thompson, Member Lewis, Member Flank,
Here.
Member Edsel,
Here.
Member Sarkisian,
Here.
Member Camarillo,
Here.
Member Iturralde,
Here.
Member Neldberg.
Here.
Thank you. We do have a quorum, and Member McNair is participating by telephone.
Item number 2, announcement regarding compliance with open meeting law.
Yes, we are in compliance.
Item number 3, public comment. Comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for action. If you wish to be heard, come forward and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion, as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed, may be limited. Seeing as there is no comments, item number 4, presentations on Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program application submitted by Mental Health Awareness, Mental Wellness Fair, National Junior Honor Society, Feel Like Home, Southwest Career and Technical Academy Student Council, activity bags for pediatric cancer patients, Peak Performers, Project Homeless Care Packages, Rocking Rams, Rock the School 24, STEM Days, Robotics, Bricks and Kicks, the All Spark Brickathon, where imagination takes the lead, the Just One Project, the new Student Welcome Baskets, and Youth Resource Guide. Youth Helping Youth, making drawstring backpacks for homeless youth, Magical Moment Makers serving our schools. Presenters listed above that do not appear during this meeting may be allowed to present at the December 11th meeting, if excused by the board at their originally scheduled meeting. The board is now in recess till 4:30.
That's crazy because I was almost late to
Right, I was
attendance, but
taking
then we
my
have an
time.
hour break.
I was rushing to get my damn wheelchair
There
out
was
the
so
car
much
because I don't got a
traffic.
ramp for my car, so I gotta manually like break that shit down on my passenger seat. And then I was like, I gotta get in there.
Yeah. Where?
Okay. Right. Like, I was rushing for no reason. I came all the way. I had a physical therapy appointment at Henderson, so I came all the way. And I live over there.
That's a long way.
So when did you leave? Because there was traffic.
I was bumper to bumper all the way through everything, so terrible.
Oh, smarty pants, you got your computer.
So we just have break till 4:30.
Last time?
Let me go see.
Last one where the session was going, or you did after?
Oh, I couldn't keep track, and I'm gonna do it. Yeah, so I just made notes on each one of the points,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go through it and do it all in one.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I tried it Monday too on my phone. I'm like, I
Oh,
can't do
yeah,
this.
the phone stuff. It was too much.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go up and get my laptop.
Yeah. Alright. So I heard about this free parking and such. Not yesterday, but Monday. So how do I do that?
Oh,
Wait, which machine?
I'll show you. It's right in between before you get out of the doors. It's on the right hand side. And legitimately all of them are set to free. But I also have validation. So
Okay. Alright, I appreciate that.
Hi, no, thank you. I apologize for being late. I left the house so early, but like there was so much traffic.
I'm just glad you're here.
Listen to me.
Member McNair, are you there?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. We're going to begin shortly.
Don't be weird.
And just so you know, as the part, just so you know, they will be on their phones scoring their application, so they're not behind you, just scoring.
The board is now back from recess.
Shabutam Yanes for the record. Hello and good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome our first presenter, and the presentation is Magical Moment Makers with the title of Serving Our Schools.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I'm the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of the group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you're ready.
Hi, my name is Monica Sarkisian, and I am the youth leader for my group Magical Moment Makers. And here with me, I have Emma Kojanyan, who is also a youth member, and Onik Sarkisian, who is also a youth member. My adult advisor isn't here yet, but she will be. Okay, so the title of my project is Serving Our Schools. So some background information. Here are all the members, and then my project is Serving Our Schools, and I am requesting $2,000. That is a mistake. $325 if I get the extra money. And I'm pledging 25 hours for each member. So what does Serving Our Schools mean? Basically, it's a title of our project that provides personalized educational resources and supplies for local elementary schools per their requests. So the packages will be individualized. So I have 4 different schools that I reached out to, and they all agreed to do this project with me, and they're listed to the right, and they're elementary schools. So what will we be doing? We will be having meetings with the 4 different schools to create the supply lists that fit within our budget, shopping for the supplies, and creating the supplies bundles and basically distributing them. So how did we come up with this? Well, we noticed the issue of underpaid teachers and talked to some teachers we knew. And one of our members even has a mom who is a teacher. So we had connections that really helped us understand the struggle with it and realize it is a big concern paying for classroom supplies. And we knew we wanted to make a change. Also, 2 out of the 3 of our youth members, including I, are part of our school's teaching and training program, so we are interested in the field and basically making a difference in it. So why did we choose this? We wanted to appreciate the teachers in our district that work hard every day. It puts less strain on teachers and even parents to buy supplies because they will have them available already. Even if it's not a lot, they will still have some resources to rely on, and also make a change in the education community, even if it's a small one. So the benefits, it will provide our school with resources that they requested, so the money will be guaranteed to go to good use because it is individualized. And students will also benefit from the supplies and educational tools that they otherwise might not have had access to. And the ultimate goal is that the local teachers will feel appreciated. So the timeline, what needs to be done, I apologize, the presentation's a little wonky. But okay, so our first group meeting, we will discuss the plan of action, discuss how we will make the bundles, the budget range, and just initial ideas of what we can gift. Then we will have supplies list checkup with the schools, and we'll have 4 different dates for each school, and we'll be going and basically having a scheduled meeting with the principal and discussing what they would like to have gifted. And then we will be shopping for supplies with the grant money. And then group meetings where we organize supplies and create bundles will be the next meeting after that. And finally, we will gift the supplies during the distribution day. And we have 2 days for that, 2 schools for each day. So how the budget applies. So majority of the budget will be spent on supplies and resources for the bundles, and some possible ideas are math games, reams of copy paper, folders, notebooks, and just more educational resources. So how we will approach this together. We plan on approaching every complication together, and we have the initial group meeting to lay everything out just in case there's any problems. We will have backup solutions for that. We will also keep in close contact with each of the schools to make sure that if there's anything that changes, we know beforehand. So our adult advisor, Seda, will be responsible for giving us rides and checking our progress, while us youth will be responsible for the whole organization, contact with schools, and creating the bundles for the project. So reflection. So we have plans that it goes successfully. We will do it again next year, and we have plans that if this works and a lot of people benefit from it, we want to eventually make this a nonprofit. And we will also take into account all of the obstacles and positives for the future if it happens again. And for spreading the word, we will share our learning experiences, take lots of videos, pictures. We can post to our personal social medias, our school social medias, and strong future LV. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your YNAP project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions? Member Sierra.
Hi, hello. Great job on the presentation. I really love what you guys are doing. I'm not sure if you answered this in your presentation, but roughly how many students were you projecting to help out with your toolkits?
So we have to discuss that with the principals, but the goal is to basically help out the school as a whole. So the supplies and the bundles will be going to the office and just the teachers that the school decides to give the resources to.
Gotcha. And then I guess a follow-up on that, just to get a better idea. With the funding that you would get, how many toolkits can you project to make?
So we're not making specific tool kits, like not individualized, just like packages. It's more of just like a whole gift for the school, and then we discuss with the teachers individually, like which teachers need certain supplies, and we can separate it from there.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Board Member Camarillo, why did you pick those 4 schools?
So I actually don't live in the city of Las Vegas, so the schools around me weren't acceptable, and my brother goes to a school that is in the limits of city of Las Vegas, and we know a lot of children there, so we wanted to just do it in the schools that we are familiar with the staff, and just basically do it in like an area. And we also picked a lot more schools. It's just some of them didn't reply back in time before the deadline, so it was just as much as we could that were in the city that we had time to reach out to.
Thank you.
Member Rodriguez, for the record, what did you learn from the previous years that made this year better?
So last year I held a board game night where we had a lot of children coming in and just playing board games and connecting with each other, and that really just made me more interested in working with children and having making an impact in that field. And since last year I worked on educational board games and puzzles, this year I wanted to just make a direct impact for the teachers specifically, so they can help the students.
Thank you. Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Program Coordinator Chibutam Yanes will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. Thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you.
The board is now in recess. We are now back from recess.
Chibutam Yanes for the record. I will now like to ask our next presenter to join us over here on the podium. The title is Mental Health Awareness, and the project is Mental Wellness Fair.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I am the chair of the YNAP board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
Hello everyone, we are here representing Advanced Technologies Academy Mental Health Awareness Club, promoting the Mental Wellness Fair. I'm Gianna Perry.
And I'm Armand Irgulescu, and this is our first time applying for the grant.
Before we get into the details of the Mental Wellness Fair, we'd like to explain a little bit about what our school organization is. So our organization is dedicated to help break the stigma of mental health within our community, that being ATEC, and strive to create a safe space for those experiencing hardship or those who just need a relaxing environment who are within our school. I am the co-founder of Mental Health Awareness Club. I started last year with one of the seniors who sadly graduated. And I started because I just wanted to create a space where not only myself would be free to express my ideas, but my peers as well.
We hold weekly meetings and checkups and present applicable information to promote mental wellness. I'm the co-president of Mental Health Awareness Club, and I joined because I was stressed over school and testing last year, and I wanted to join a community where I could help and foster support myself and others.
This school club is very imperative, not only for myself, but for my peers within ATEC, because as Kate Middleton said, a child's mental health is just as important as their physical health and deserves the same quality of support.
9 in 10 teens struggle from mental health issues, and we have 1,200 students that go to ATEC. ATEC is an extremely academically competitive environment, and this only furthers the mental health crisis.
Thus, we wanted to introduce the Mental Wellness Fair not only for our club members that we do have, but we wanted to branch out from just our weekly meetings to expand it to those who don't have the opportunity to make the meetings. Thus, we want to have the fair, which will raise awareness, reduce stigma, and provide extra resources that are not being appointed.
Overview of the Mental Health Awareness Fair. We plan on hosting a fair to promote mental wellness, reduce stigma, offer information, and foster a supportive community at ATEC.
We'll be doing this through a plethora of workshops and presentations, not only held by ourselves, but by trained mental health professionals. We're also going to be opening up the floor for those at our school who want to share their mental health experiences in order to foster an environment where people can feel safer and have a healthier and compassionate community within ATEC. So just a little breakdown of what will be happening at the Mental Wellness Fair. So the time that we allocated for the Mental Wellness Fair will be on April 4th from 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Advanced Technologies Academy. As mentioned in the previous slide, we're planning on having workshops, and we're also incorporating clubs to have interactive activities. We're also going to be having guest speakers, keynote speakers that we're going to be having from nonprofit organizations, and holding restorative justice circles in order to foster an environment that's more safer and have a more collaborative environment. This will help, of course, create a safe space and help increase mental awareness, wellness within our community. And it will also help support other organizations that are within our school.
Funding. We are requesting $2,000 that will be allocated to food and catering, de-stress tools, supplies for socialization like friendship bracelets and wellness circles, and booths for other student organizations to participate in.
As for volunteering, we will be utilizing all of the school organizations that we do have at our school, such as National Honor Society, HOSA, and Student Council, amongst the other 70 clubs that we have within our school. They will be allocating some of their members to help run the fair, and we'll be having some of our own members. We already have 28 members a part of the leadership committee and helping with the volunteer process.
Marketing. How do we plan to get the word out? First, we're going to use social media. Teens nowadays use social media to get their information, so we're going to allocate this. We want to reach students indirectly, and we're going to provide key figures for those who are attending so we can get the proper amount of food we need to order and bracelets we need to order for different de-stress tools. We're also going to get involved with student organizations. We're going to collaborate and provide an opportunity for fundraising, and it will encourage students of these organizations to attend and represent their club at their booth. We're also going to have in-class elevator presentations where we go from class to class with 30-second presentations describing what the Mental Health Awareness Fair is.
Thank you. We really appreciate your time. We are really passionate about our club. I know that I am, since I am a co-founder of this club. I just really want to impact not only myself, but some of the peers that will be there. And I just think it'll be a great time for the Mental Wellness Fair. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing your YNAT project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions? Member Etzel.
Matt Etzel for the record. I just have a couple comments and one question. Another statistic I'll share with you is that mental health does not discriminate, and it's very real, so I do appreciate everything you're sharing and the event that you're throwing for the community. The question I have is, your event is April 4th, correct? And what time is your event going to be from?
Gianna Perry for the record. We will be having from 2:30 to 4 p.m. as stated on the event details slide.
Wonderful. And I also have a local nonprofit that does a lot for mental health services. So if you guys are open to it, I might be able to get them connected to you to help grow your event. And if so, just spread the word. So if that's a possibility, I can definitely get in contact with you guys if that's something you're open to.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Member Williams.
Yes, I just wanted to say awesome presentation, and this is one of the most critical and important presentations and things that I've heard. This is an issue that we deal with every day, and even in light of some of the things that took place, and tragic things that took place yesterday, our students, our community needs these kind of trainings and outlets. So I think it's very, very, very awesome that you guys are providing this for the students at your school.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Member Rodriguez, this is an amazing topic. It's definitely something that's very important. My question for you is, I go to high school and a lot of the clubs, at the beginning of the year, you pay a fee and then they close off the club. Let's say that attendees grow interest in your club. Are they welcome to join after the event?
Yeah, that's a great question. Our club is actually, we don't take a fee. So for example, I'm the vice president of HOSA at my school. We collect a $40 fee, but since this club is open to anyone, we have de-stress rooms, so you can come in and just relax and chill from like a stressful days of perils of being a high school student. So, you know, it's just for anyone. We have lots of things for anyone to come.
Our mission is for everyone to have access to mental health tools that they need.
Stress rooms is awesome. Okay, thank you. Do our board members have any more questions?
Member Shira, for the record, great presentation. Again, ditto to what everyone's already said. Really important issue to be talking about, especially when it comes to just future generations of leaders. But Gianna, specifically to you, this seems like a really cool project, and you mentioned you're a co-founder of it. I'd really love to know if you guys have done anything similar like this in the past and how that's gone, or any learning lessons more than anything when it comes to these types of events.
So this is actually our baby fair. I've actually held a couple of events. I'm involved with a lot of nonprofit organizations, and I really love holding events. But I wanted to bring that passion or that ardor that I have to our school, and also just raise awareness. So this will be our first time, and I'm happy to share it with Armand and all the other leaders that will be partaking in it.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Do our board members have any more questions? The Grant Review Board meeting will be voting on the recommended YNAT funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Program Coordinator Chibutam Yanes will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
guys.
The board is now in recess. The board is now back from recess.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Shabutam Yanis for the record. I'd like to ask our next participant to present. This is National Junior Honor Society. Project name is Feels Like Home.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I'm the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
Our project is
Feels Like Home.
And we are from Becker Middle School. And we are the National Junior Honor Society. Hi everyone, my name is Chloe Watson, and we are all 8th graders here to present for you today. And one fun fact about me is I actually actively participate in a lot of theater, and I'm actually off to do a performance right after this, hence why I look like this.
My name is Scout Beck, and a fun fact about me is I play competitive soccer, and I have a band concert right after this where I play the tuba.
My name is Justice Lincoln, and one fun fact about me is I'm a participant in student council.
My name is Sophia Fields, and it's kind of a boring fact, but I'm playing softball for a year and a half.
Hi, my name is Regan Mitchell, and I participate in multiple choir events, and I am the president of student council.
Now, who are we? National Junior
Excuse me, I'm sorry, Chair, could you ask them to please speak into the mic?
Please speak into the mic when presenting. Thank you.
Now, who are we? NJHS is an international organization that consists of honor students in middle school. In it, students strive to become role models and help out their community. The last time our school's NJHS applied and got the grant was in the 2019 to 2020 school year. They applied for $1,000 and made homeless care packages for the homeless. Unfortunately, due to COVID, the project was postponed, but eventually they got the packages made and sent to the shelters.
Our project. For our project, our NJHS will be making care packages, hygiene bags, and pillow friends for the teens and children that arrive at Shade Tree. Our group voted as a whole on the one that we felt was the best for our group, and we had decided on Shade Tree. We will be putting together these care packages with lots of love and care. Some of the items that we are requesting for our project would be toothbrushes and toothpaste, feminine hygiene products, lip balm, deodorant, backpacks for the kids to carry their supplies, and socks and underwear for kids and teens.
Finally, we are asking for fleece fabric and stuffing to make pillow friends. Now, pillow friends are little pillows with cute faces to help create comfort for the kids and teens who have been displaced. For our budget, we are requesting $1,996.11, and we expect donations from our school and our NJHS supervisor. If we had more money, it would go towards the creating of Pillow Friends. Each of our 30 members are going to pledge 31 service hours.
Getting the word out. To promote our project, we'll be making posters, posting on our school news, promoting on social media, telling our friends and family in case they'd like to donate.
You should fund us because when it comes to domestic violence, teens are unfortunately forgotten about and almost left with nothing. We're partnering with Shade Tree to help these kids by providing care packages and support.
We chose Shade Tree as our organization because we chose Shade Tree as our organization because Shade Tree's mission is to provide safe shelter and resources to homeless and abused women and women in crisis with children, as well as other life-changing services that promote stability, dignity, and self-reliance. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. At this time, our Grant Review Board may ask follow-up questions. Does anyone have questions? Member Sierra.
Hello, members here for the record. First and foremost, don't worry about that little hiccup in that presentation. I think you guys did amazing considering the fact that when I was 17 and asked to speak in front of you for the first time, I was losing my breath. My voice was shaky, so considering you guys were able to get through it without the issues I once faced, you guys did an amazing job. But my question really was, how many care packages or how many people did you guys aim to help with the project that you guys have?
You can do that. We don't have an exact number for that because we're not sure how many people are at Shade Tree, but we are hoping that we're able to help the kids and the teens mainly there because, as we stated before, they are heavily overlooked.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Member Rodriguez, for the record, amazing presentation. You guys are very confident young women. My question is, what will be done with the extra supply packages?
So what we were thinking for the extra care packages is actually that they would be able to keep them there for any incoming kids and teens that would be coming there that would need them. So that if they were needing the care packages, they would be able to grab them for them.
Thank you. Member Parker.
Member Parker, you guys are awesome. I see you guys have a lot of talented young ladies in your group. So who's the singer of the group? Can we hear some vocals? What's up?
Mike's right here.
Thank you so much. No. Are we actually singing?
Come on, I'll pay you $2. I'll pay you $2.
I'm not singing. You can sing, Chloe. Come on, Regan. Come on. You're the theater kid.
Miss Hamilton's going to be disappointed in you.
Give us something from the holidays.
Regan, sing with me.
Okay, what do you sing? What should you sing?
Jingle bells.
Jingle bells. What part? Jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Thank you for that performance. It was lovely. I loved it. Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Program Coordinator Chibutam Yanes will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Let's fix the time. Fix it right here. There you go. All right, 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Awesome. Let's get one right here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Mom will be crying.
Good job, girls. You did amazing.
Hello, Chibutam Yanes for the record. I'd like to call our next participant to join us here. I would like to call Peak Performers, the Project Homeless Care Packages group. You are now welcome to present.
What did he say? Oh, she said, if they're looking down on it, just looking down on the phone.
Hello and welcome to Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I'm the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
Hello, this is Peak Performers, Project Homeless Care Packages, and I just want to take a moment, to thank you for this opportunity of providing us an opportunity, of requesting this grant. And I want to speak about us.
Hello, my name is Christopher, and we are seniors at Equipo Academy. My name is Gerardo Perez. I'm a senior at Equipo Academy. If you guys want to know a hobby about me, I like skating, and I also like coding.
And I'm Matthew Hernandez, and I'm also a senior at Equipo Academy, and I love plants, by the way. So let's talk more about the project, right? So about Project HCP. We wanted to let homeless people know that we care, and we want to do something to help out our community, help out the homeless people in our community. And as a result, we came up with care packages. They're not much, but a little push can change someone's life, right? Because whenever we go out to East Las Vegas, we see abundance of homeless people, and a lot of people just leave them be, like they ignore them. And we want to change that. We want to help people that are out there, and we want to let them know that we care about them. The impact. Giving the packages will show our dedication towards the project, right? And then them receiving the package will show them that we care. And the impact is helping a stranger out to better his life. What are the key items in the packages? And I'll pass it on to my colleague.
So, now we're going to talk about the core of this, project. So really, all we're going to be talking about is, what's something, this backpack, which was a backpack, but is no longer a backpack, it's a sign of hope. It's a sign of hope because it's a durable backpack that could be really tough, really resistant, and carry many items for the homeless. Now, for example, we have many items here, which include toiletries, which includes hygiene for the homeless because, it's very important. You could get very sick if you don't have hygiene, as well as more hygiene, toothbrush, and also toilet paper because that's very important. It could be very rough if you don't have anything to, wipe. And then also deodorant, as it's very tough to take care of yourself out there. And also, what I really want to talk about is the clothes. As you can see, being homeless is very hard to afford clothes. It's very hard to gain clothes. So we provided clothes for, and here in Las Vegas, it get very cold. As well, we're also providing hats, as it could also get very hot. And, it causes sweat. It's just really tough to be out there. And also socks, which could be very helpful for them in the cold. I noticed that key items we want to include are non-perishable foods. As the name suggests, these foods will take a long time to go bad, so the homeless can feed themselves for a while. We also hope that these canned foods are very easy to open and that these foods carry the things that they need for a healthy diet, so like the carbs, protein, and vitamins that they need. We also have other items in there, which include, we also want to include a pillow, blanket, and some water bottles. So the pillow is so that they can sleep comfortably. The blanket is so that if it gets cold, they can warm themselves, or they just want to feel comfortable. And then the water bottles because humans need water to survive.
Okay, now let's talk about the funding. We requested over $1,000 to fund at least 20 people in our homeless community, which means we'll be catering to at least 20 people, $50 per person. And with the 4 of us, we're only able to cover small grounds, but we're willing to open it up to family and friends. And if we do not receive the full amount, we are choosing to do a fundraiser for this event. In this fundraiser, we'll be advertising throughout social media, our school grounds, and platforms that many of us have.
30 seconds remaining.
To truly change people's lives, we must go one step at a time, and we have pledged 29 hours for this project. And we are dedicating our spring break to helping these people out because I feel like everyone just deserves a second chance, you know? A little push can change someone's life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing your Why Not project idea with us. At this time, our Grant Review Board may ask follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions?
Member Sarkeesian, for the record, I think it's really important and good that you guys are taking time out of your free time to do this for homeless people, and I think that the idea is a really good one. I have a question for you guys. How did you become passionate about this topic? What made you want to start this?
I feel like since we live in the east side of Las Vegas, we see more homeless people, and just the thought of seeing them every day left there and no one to cater to just makes me feel unwelcomed and unwell. And I just want to change that thing in our, I want to change that in our community.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Member Rodriguez, for the record, this is a great presentation, a really good idea. My question is, how do you know who will get these care packages?
Right, so as I said before, we live in the east side, so I know like the locations where homeless people are and the main ones that I see myself personally. And we are looking forward to presenting them with care packages.
Thank you. And I also appreciate the feminine hide products that you included in the packets. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Member Fajardo.
It's a very beautiful idea over here. It's a very beautiful idea, and I noticed that your time was cut off. Do you want to add anything else? But before you do that, it sounds like it's your first time here.
Yeah.
And you guys seem very passionate about this project, so let that shine through, okay? I know you guys are nervous. Take a deep breath and go ahead and give us additional information. It sounds like you wanted to give more information, so maybe, I don't know, 20 seconds or so. And then one more thing, when you guys come back next year, tell us what hurdles you encounter while doing this project and how did you overcome those?
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like the reason that a lot of people are really homeless is because they have nobody to care for them or just nobody cares about them. So we hope that with these packages, it shows them that there's people out there that care for them and want to see them find their footing, want to see them get better. I also want to add on that I feel like most of the time the reason why people don't really push to help the homeless is because they're mostly afraid of the homeless. They're also human too. We gotta help them, and that's it.
Member Matt Etzel, for the record, I really appreciate what you guys are doing, and I truly believe it is cool to care, and I also believe in what you guys said earlier. A little does go a long way. That's something I've always believed in, so this little gesture really will go a long way for these individuals and everything you will provide for them. My only question for you is, if you were to receive more funding from us, where would that money go?
So I believe that money will go into better care packages, like the quality of the backpack can be bigger, and we can contain more items within so that their supply will last a little bit longer.
Awesome, thank you so much.
I have one question.
I love this project, but I'm a little bit torn, and I hate to be like the naysayer up here, but you being youth, I am concerned that you'll be coming face to face with individuals that we don't know how they might be feeling. So I wanted to know, how are you going to coordinate the distribution of these backpacks? Will you have adult leaders with you, or will you have, how will you coordinate that? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, we have thought about that. So we're going to be traveling in a group with a parent, at least a parent, and 2 of our members. And as I said before, that we know like where the homeless people are. We know that the ones that are there, and we just want to cater to them. And then we would want to discover other places too. But as like you said, we will take a cautionary approach to it. So yes.
Member Parker.
Member Parker, if you guys need help with supervision, I'm a police officer, and we can connect you guys with your area community oriented policing unit to where maybe they can go out with you guys and have that supervision, make sure to keep you guys safe. So just get with me. I'll give you guys my email, and we can go from there if you guys need supervision.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Parker.
The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Program Coordinator Chibunim Yanez will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibunim and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Excuse me, Chair. Chair, I'm sorry, could we please get Christopher's last name?
Christopher's last name?
Christopher?
Christopher, please state your full name for the mic, into the mic.
Do I say my last name too, or just first name?
First and last.
My name is Christopher Ipina.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chibunim Yanez for the record. I'd like to invite our next presentation or presenter to present, and this will be Northwest Career and Technical Academy Student Council. The project is activity bags for pediatric cancer patients. You're now welcome to present.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I am the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you're ready.
Hello, my name is Rochelle K. Ishring, and I'm here from the Northwest CTA Student Council, and I'm here to present care packages for pediatric cancer patients. So who we are, I go by Rossi. I'm the student body vice president of our organization. We also have Caitlin Bezo Rosales and Amaya Mendoza, but due to unfortunate circumstances at our school, they were not able to attend. Our advisors are Melissa Ackerman and Amanda Zuno. So our council is our student government organization at our school. We're the ones that facilitate the school community service events and activities. Currently, we have 7 adult advisors and 61 student members, and we are our second time grant application this year. So the overall project, we want to create 200 activity bags for children with cancer, and our overall goal is to enhance the support and spreading positivity to pediatric cancer patients in Las Vegas. We want to support the bravery that they show and want to give them something to kind of take their mind off of what the dilemma that they have. So each bag will have one coloring book, one activity book, one Lego set, one Fight Like a Kid sticker, one fidget toy, one personal letter written by our Stuco members, one reusable backpack, and one book, but the goal is to have enough donated for 2. So who is involved? We would love for you guys to be involved by granting our council with the funds to execute this project. Then we have our student council. We will be planning and assembling each activity package. Then we have the Northwest community to get involved with our school-wide book drive. And then also the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation to help us distribute these to all the children. So we have 2 different packs. The first one is the cognitive one to enhance their skills in that department. Each bag does come with a fidget toy, but the cognitive one will come with an infinity cube. Then it will come with puzzles and a magnet block, building blocks. The second one is the creative pack to enhance their creativity, and that will come with the game controller, fidget toy, Play-Doh, and some story prompts. So for our volunteer hours, we have planning and ordering the supplies, writing the letters, doing our story prompts, organizing the materials, and then creating the care packages. In total, it comes to about 136 hours. Then here is our budget. The coloring books, we will be coming at $108. The crayons will be $216. The Infinity toys and gadgets will come to about $225. The activity books would be $96. The Lego set will be $210. The Play-Doh will be $88. The Fight Like a Kid sticker will be about $175. The magnet activity blocks will be $84, and the backpacks will be $624. The personal letters and the books and the story prompts will be free because we'll get those donated or we'll be creating them. And that's about it. Any questions?
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions? Member Sierra.
Member Sierra, for the record, great presentation and really love the idea that you have in terms of helping out these patients. I'd be really interested to know why cancer pediatric patients? Like, what led you to that, to helping these folks out?
Honestly, over the past years, we've seen like the growth rate of pediatric cancer patients, and it's honestly really sad and heartbreaking to see. And we know that they miss out on school a lot, that friendship, and then that building to kind of get that like feeling, going to school. This is more geared for 5 to 8 years old, and they really need that type of creativity or cognitive skills that these bags will provide. So we wanted to do something good for them to show that we support their bravery through this really tough time that they're going through.
Again, commend you for this amazing project. Thank you.
Member Rodriguez, that was just a beautiful presentation and an amazing cause. Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Program Coordinator Chibutam Yanes will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you.
Chibutam Yanes for the record. I'd like to invite our next participant to present, and this will be Rocking Rams, and the project is Rock the School 24.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program and Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I'm the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
Our group name is called the Walking Rams. Our group name is called the Walking Rams. We have in our group we have Destiny, John, Janelle, Alexia, Amy, Everett, Julio, and that's all.
This is what we have on today's schedule. We will cover these topics about our project.
Hello, we hope you are doing fine. On this wonderful day, we will now introduce our group members. I am Juan.
I am Alexia.
I'm Janelle.
I'm Donovan.
I'm Amy.
And I'm Michael.
I'm Destiny.
I am Evelyn.
We are working on a project about rocks and how families can tell their stories on rocks and express their feelings and tell stories on them. They paint pictures on the rocks to share their emotions with other people around the school. 2 years ago, our art teacher, Miss Broccoli, had us paint rocks for memory, so we thought we could share that with everyone at the school today.
Hi, here are some rocks. That's it. Thank you. Moving on.
Now that the rock joke is over, allow us to explain our inspiration. We want the little kids to be able to tell their stories so that when they're in middle school and high school, they can come back and look at their own past stories as well as other people's past stories. We also looked at pictures of rocks at other places and thought they looked pretty, so we want that too.
We will tell you about the budget we came up with. You might remember us from the intro, which Juan did. Practically, we need at least $1 bajillion. Just kidding. We actually only need $2,000. In order to do this project, we will need multiple things. We will need acrylic paints for $200, paintbrushes for $500, and sealant spray for $100. And now to Michael, and we hope you fund us.
We will also need plenty of rocks for $600, acrylic paint pens for $200, and also bed liners for $60, and gardening tools for $340.
This is our timeline. This project will take a lot of time, so this is what we will do for our meetings. Our first meeting will be on February 6, 2024. We will spend an hour organizing supplies because we have a lot of items. And we expect to go through a lot of stuff. So we planned out 2 meeting days to organize supplies. We also have a meeting just to make sure that the rest of the dates still work. We might not be on track at that time, so we will make any changes to the timeline at that time.
During our meeting 4, we will start painting some rocks. With the help of Ms. Broccoli, our art teacher, we want to learn how to do it ourselves so that we can show others how to do it. On the final day, our last meeting will be the actual event. On March 11th, we will invite students and families to come to the school and paint their own rocks, and the whole school will be rocking.
We want to make sure that no one forgets this cool bit and our hard work to put it together. Once our project is done, we can take pictures and upload them to our school Facebook page.
And we also put pictures in our school yearbook. And if we ever forget to take pictures of the rocks, we can always go back to the rock garden because they'll always still be there.
Thank you for your time, and we hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. At this time, our Grant Review Board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions?
Board Member Camarillo, what would you guys do if you had more money?
We would save it for more supplies for the rocks to do it again.
Great, thanks.
Member Iturralde, I just wanted to say thank you all for showing up and giving us that very fun presentation. I love CC Rano, and I think you guys come up with some awesome idea here. If I was painting a rock, I would be going back there years later to go find mine. So that's such a cool legacy you're leaving.
Member Rodriguez, a great presentation, many laughs, I loved it. I have a question. Where will the rock garden go in your school?
We actually don't know where it will be yet, but it will be somewhere in the school.
Thank you. Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Program Coordinator Chibutam Yanis will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation. The board is now at recess. We're just taking a break.
You can stand. Go ahead and go next to each other. Like up to here?
Yeah, so we can get the emblem. Yeah, tight, and get it a little bit tighter.
We are now back from recess.
Hello everyone, Shabuda Mianes for the record. I'd like to invite the next applicant to present their presentation. I would like to invite the All Sparks Brickathon, where imagination takes the lead, to now present.
How do we change? Oh, there you go. So it's going to be this Wait, see?
Oh, yes, let me show you.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I am the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
Okay. Hello, my name is Victor Hill, and I am 8 years old. I'm the youth leader for the All Sparks, and we're discussing our project, Brickathon. Imagination takes the lead. This is the first time I am applying for the YNAB grant for our Brickathon project. I'll be doing this project with my brother, Calvin Hill. The All Sparks is the first Lego League Explore community team that started in 2022. Last season, we were invited to present at the Las Vegas Regional Rally at the Thomas Mack Center and received the Challenge Solution Award and Coding Award. Brickathon is a Lego building and coding event where community members can gather to build anything their imaginations can come up with. It will be held at the Summerlin Library on April 27th and May 4th. The library suggested 25 people maximum in the room at a time. At the max, there will be 14 members and 21 participants. Each day is going to be broken up into 2 sessions for a total of 4 sessions over the 2 days. 21 participants times 4 sessions equals 84 total participants. Lego building allows people to bond and create special memories. Lego is like a lifeline for me, and I want others to experience the joy I have when I play with Lego. Lego is not just play, it improves creativity, fine motor skills, spatial awareness, and critical thinking. It promotes inclusion because all community members can participate. Can we use the Lego materials to do this project again? Like we are doing 2 days of Lego building instead of 1. My brother and I will work together on the event with our family's help. We'll work together to share ideas, carry out tasks, brainstorm to solve problems, and adults will pick up supplies and provide transportation. A grant match and volunteer hours are valued at $5,704. Some of the libraries are donating room and time, which is valued at $240. They're donating hand sanitizers, wipes, and tissues, valued at $50. The money will be spent on a Spike Prime set, Spike Prime expansion set, tablet and bumper case, Lego base plates and pieces, advertising, and supplies. Our total YNAB grant request is $2,000. If we get extra funding, we'll use it to buy one more Spike Prime set, expansion set, tablet, and bumper case to allow more people to code. Also, we are buying more Lego pieces in case pieces get lost. The total additional funding requested would be $984 if there's funding available. We will have monthly team meetings, advertise the Brickathon, and do event preparation. Event prep includes organizing Lego materials, advertising the event, printing out feedback forms, gathering supplies needed, and organizing the souvenirs for participants. On the days of the Brickathon event, we'll go to the Summerlin Library from 2 to 6 p.m., set up, and have fun. We will post updates to the allsparks.org and share highlights with the library. We'll take photos and videos to share online. The project will foster creativity, promote inclusion, interaction, and create lasting memories. In conclusion, this is the first time I am applying for the YNAB grant, and I'm excited and grateful for the opportunity to present today. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions? Member Parker.
Member Parker, hey, that was amazing. You did an awesome job. I think you underbid. You should have put in for like $100,000 for your salary. You did an awesome job.
Thank you.
Member Fajardo over here, I share the same sentiment. You are very well detailed in both verbal details and your application, very detailed work that you have here. If you come back next year, pay attention to all the hurdles that the adults around you are struggling with and learn from that. And we want to hear about it. I'm over here.
Okay.
We want to hear about your hurdles and how you overcame them next year when you come back.
Okay.
Member Sierra, again, really great presentation, really cool idea. I think you mentioned wanting to have 21 folks all together that you help out. If you had more funding to be able to purchase more items, do you think you'd include more kids within your project?
No, most of it is just to get like more supplies and also to allow more people to code.
Member Iturralde here. I just wanted to say, I think it's really impressive that you're working with your brother. You mentioned working with your brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I would love to encourage you and challenge you to bring on more students so that they can be inspired by what you do and get to be a leader just like you. So that's the only thing I would suggest. You did amazing.
Okay.
Member Rodriguez, what inspired you to do this project?
Well, when I play with Lego, I feel a lot of joy, and I want other people in our community to experience that same joy.
Thank you. Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Program Coordinator Chibutam Yanes will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
You can leave it there. Thank you so much. Chibutam Yanes for the record. I'd like to invite our next applicant to present. At this time, I'd like to welcome STEM Days Robotics, Bricks, and Kicks. You could turn on all lights if you need. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I'm the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
Do you want this?
Hi, my name is Cruz and I'm 9 years old. I'm the team leader for STEM Days, Robotics, Bricks, and Kicks. Through my parents' education and fun learning experiences, I've learned about STEM. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. I also was able to attend an adventuresome boom I had. It was a lot of fun, and I learned things I did not know before. Some taught me different ways to learn and how to build, and how to be more creative.
I believe almost all great things in history came through creativity. Justin is in college now, so he can't be the team leader this year. So now I want to give back to other kids doing the same things. Not only will it help them now, but it will help them also in the future. The Department of Defense said on their website that 80% of jobs will require STEM skills over the next decade. Last year, we were able to reach 85 kids at the Wheeler Elementary School. This year, we hope to do the same at one historic west side of Las Vegas. Our events will take place during the National Robotics Week, April 6th through the 13th. We are asking for a $2,000 grant to help us purchase materials, educational products, and Legos. We received donations from the community. Last year, we learned that some of the Lego kits took too long to make, so this year I choose to do less complicated builds. Some of our community partners include the Las Vegas Metro Police Department and the UNLV Engineering Department. We will have 5 to 7 volunteers to help us accomplish these events. With all of us coming together, we can make a big difference because, once again, almost all great things in history came through creativity and teamwork. Thank you for letting me come here today. I brought you all many versions of what we are going to be handing out to the kids. That is a photo of last year, of kids we served last year. That is an example of the build we did last year, but it took too long to make, so I choose to do less complicated. And that is materials we used last year to make soccer ball, but that's a mini version on the board. So then we have circuit bugs, solar power circuit bugs, and then we have our examples of what we are going to be handing out or giving to the kids. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your Why Not project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have questions? Chair Rodriguez, for the record, what did you learn from last year that helped you plan this year?
Things like Lego sets to get or kits and materials we could get this year.
Thank you.
Member Sarkeesian, what made you come up with this idea?
To help other kids in the west side of Las Vegas, the schools in the west side of Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Member Iturralde, I just wanted to say I think it's really awesome that you partnered with other groups like UNLV and the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. That's really cool. Good job in your presentation.
Thank you.
Member Parker.
Member Parker, so what's your favorite thing about STEM and science?
So, like, what's the size of...
What do you enjoy most about STEM?
Kind of just like building hands-on projects.
Member Johnson.
Hello, Member Johnson, for the record. I have a question. How much would you want if you got funding?
If I got extra funding?
Yes.
I would like to help extra kids in the school.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Do our board members have any more questions?
Hi, Member Shira, great presentation, and thank you for being able to point out things with the board back there. It was easy to follow along. My question is, how many students did you plan to help, or how many students do you expect to come and participate?
Maybe about 85.
Thank you.
Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Program Coordinator Chibudam Yanes will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibudam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. Good evening, Chibudam Yanes for the record. I'd like to invite our next applicant up to present. This is the Just One project. Project is New Student Welcome Baskets and Youth Resource Guides. You're now welcome to present.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I'm the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you're ready.
Good evening. My name is Oni Bulware. I'm a senior. I'm happy to be talking to you this evening about our proposed project, New Student Welcome Baskets and Youth Resource Guide. The student team leaders for this project are myself and Kai Bulware. Unfortunately, Kai had to travel to Arizona for a soccer tournament and could not be here today. Our adult supervisors are Tristan Hightower and Mandy Jones with the Just One project. The Just One project is the largest food distribution organization in Southern Nevada. It also helps connect people to resources such as housing and healthcare. My brother and I have volunteered regularly at the Just One's food pop-up events on the weekends. The Just One project also does a lot of work to help youth. The Just One project has 2 youth programs, including the Leadership Academy and Camp Just One. The Leadership Academy is a free 90-day program for young adults ages 16 to 20 that are disconnected from school or employment. Camp Just One is a week-long summer camp session for kids going into grades 6 through 12. We will be working with some of the Leadership Academy participants and graduates to make, collect, and deliver the new student welcome baskets. Our project has 2 components. The first is that we are proposing to create new student welcome baskets primarily for immigrant students and their families. We came up with this idea after learning that most schools get around 30 to 40 new students each year. And many of these students are coming from other countries and don't know how to find resources. When a new student comes into CCSD, CCSD's new Parent Engagement Center gives them a bag with information on the Parent Engagement Center and kinds of classes they offer. For this project, we are proposing to give them a basket which will contain more information about the types of services they may need. For example, each new student welcome basket will contain information on important numbers like fire, police, parking, and legal aid, information on healthcare and utilities and energy assistance programs, information on adult education and where to get a library card, information on where to help find a job, information on where to get help finding a job, information on where to get food and to connect with the Just One project. We are also going to provide a book in English for the parents and one for the students so they can work on learning English. This project will help our community because it will help new students and immigrant families know how to connect to resources. It will also help new students and their families feel welcome to our community and to Nevada. Here's an example of a basket. The second part of this project includes the completion, printing, and distribution of a new Southern Nevada Youth Resource Guide. A few years ago, when I was working on a project about trying to help homeless youth, I found that it was hard to find resources for them. So I started creating a youth resource guide, which will help youth identify where to go for sources they might need, like housing or food or healthcare. I have already collected information on 40 organizations and services. I'm still working on this. Project REAL, which provides information on laws and civic engagement to youth, has agreed to help publish the Youth Resource Guide when I finish it. They will help with graphic design and distribution of 5,000 copies. This resource guide, which will be small enough to fit in a backpack or someone's back pocket, will help youth know how to connect to resources in Southern Nevada. It will also be a resource that nonprofits can use. We will put a copy of this in the new student welcome baskets. We are requesting $2,000 from YNAP funds. We anticipate collecting $2,000 in donations from community members and businesses. We are also anticipating having almost 17,000 in volunteer hours. For our budget, we will spend $1,000 on a graphic designer for the Youth Resource Guide, $500 on printing of the Youth Resource Guide. Project REAL is also going to be donating funds to help with this printing.
20 seconds left.
$500 on purchase of new student welcome baskets. We will prioritize the distribution of the new student welcome baskets to immigrant families, and we will prioritize distribution of the baskets to schools where the Just One project already has a program or activity.
Your time is up. Can you please try and summarize it if you don't mind?
Yes. I believe this project will have a big impact on the community. First, the project is addressing the needs of immigrant students and trying to connect them and their families to resources that they don't know about. Not many projects are focused on immigrant families. Second, this project will help them get connected to the community, find resources they need, and feel more welcome in the community. Thank you for listening and for your consideration.
Thank you for sharing your YNAP project idea with us. At this time, our Grant Review Board may ask follow-up questions. Does anyone have any questions? Member Johnson.
Hello, Member Johnson, for the record. I would like to give you some extra time if you miss anything that you said in your presentation, or would like to bring anything else up with what you would like to do with your project.
Thank you for your Thank you for your input. Just to make things clear, we're going to be working with volunteers who graduated from the Just One Project's leadership program, and we'll also be inviting students from different schools, National Honor Societies, or just service communities within schools that work on service. And I think that's all I really had to add to that. Thank you.
Member Sierra.
Really great presentation, really cool idea. In the few years I've been on this board, I don't think I've heard this idea before, so really kudos to you for bringing this forward. I think it's necessary, it's needed, and I remember when I first came here to Vegas in a middle school, I saw a handful of new immigrant families that were coming at the same time and who could have used resources like this. I'm sorry if I missed this, but how many or kits were you looking to make, and how many, or better yet, how many students and families were you looking to help?
Thank you for your feedback and for your question. So our goal basket number is 100, but if there are excess funds, then obviously we would like to make more.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Member Iturralde, I have a suggestion only. I love your idea too, and I love the Just One project. I'm glad you guys are coming together, and as many youth as you have involved. It's truly impressive. But I did just work with the community over the past week, and they're a homeless community, and they did some amazing graphic design work through AI. If you'd be interested in just exploring that before you have to spend a big chunk of your budget on that, it would be something to look into with, guidance from some adults. But I was really impressed what they were able to do with it, and I didn't know that you could do like graphic design work with it. So something to think about.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Chair Rodriguez, the project is absolutely amazing. I love the reach out to immigrant families, especially because a lot of them come and they don't have those resources, and I've witnessed this firsthand, and it's a beautiful idea. My question to you is, are the resources only in English, or are they in multiple languages?
Thank you for your question. So the resource guide that's being printed in both English and Spanish. They're also working on other languages that the book can be printed in, but for now I think it's just English and Spanish. And that's the only book in there. But, so yeah, I think English and Spanish will be the languages offered.
Thank you. Do our board members have any more questions? The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Program Coordinator Chibutam Yanez will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Chibutam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you.
The board is now in recess. The board is now back from recess.
Chibutam Yanis for the record. I'd like to invite our last applicant to present their presentation, and it is the Youth Helping Youth. The project is making drawstring backpacks for homeless youth. You are now welcome to present.
Hello and welcome to the Youth Neighborhood Association Partnership Program Grant Review Board meeting. My name is Alexandra and I'm the chair of the YNAB board. You have 5 minutes to make your presentation, then the board will have 5 minutes to ask any questions. Please introduce the name of your group and have all members state their full names. This meeting is being recorded, so we need you to speak loudly and clearly. You may begin when you are ready.
Thank you so much for having me. So this is the Youth for Youth YNAT project, and it's led by myself, Roxy, and my sister, Sky, who is unable to be here today. So I'm 16 years old. I'm a junior at Clark High School, and I enjoy playing the piano and baking. My sister is 14, and she's a freshman at the same school as me, and she plays the violin, and she also enjoys spending time outdoors. So our project that we want this year, that we did last year as well, is Youth Helping Youth, where we made drawstring bags with needed supplies for homeless youth in Las Vegas, and we would love to do this for our second year. Our primary goals are to change the lives of homeless youth. The primary focus that we have is to give homeless youth something to store their items in, as well as various needed supplies. Our idea is to make 100 drawstring bags filled with donations of needed objects, and the results that we hope to get are to directly help with the bags and donations and bring needed attention to the issue of youth homelessness in Las Vegas. The importance of our project includes that we'll be supporting our other youth in our community as youth ourselves. We'll be bringing attention to the issue of youth homelessness, and we also want to strive to help those in need. Homeless youth statistics that really shocked us were that there are over 1,295 unaccompanied youth that are homeless in southern Nevada, primarily in Las Vegas. The region encompassing Las Vegas has the second highest rate of unsheltered, unaccompanied youth in the nation, and 12% of the homeless youth population in the United States in total are in Nevada alone. We want to bring attention to this extreme issue by involving members of our community directly, and also by ensuring that homeless youth are on the minds of everyone involved, by working together to help homeless youth, and by encouraging those surrounding us and on our social media platforms to act with us. We plan to do this through collaboration, as we should all help others in need. A quote that we liked from Helen Keller was that alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. I'll just summarize this slide for you. We're going to have youth and adults working together. What we did last year that worked really well, we had over 30 volunteers, and many of them were youth, but we also had some adults that were willing to help us sew the bags, because not all of the youth were comfortable with sewing the bags or didn't really know how to, and we wanted to ensure that the bags were of high quality and were really going to work for the youth that received them. So we had some people volunteer to sew the bags, but the youth are the ones who picked out the fabric, cut the fabric, and then we put all the grommets and basically added all the details to the bags before filling them. For an overview of our project, first we'll be spreading the news to find more volunteers. Many of the volunteers from last year have already said that they're going to help us again, but we're going to look for more to see if we can try to make it easier for all of us so that we can get more people to join as well. Second, we'll be preparing the event, which is preparing the materials with youth volunteers. Third, we're going to try to have more sewing events hosted at Soya Quilting. And we're also going to be working with the LDS Church to try and get more donated essential care packages. This is one of the things that we really wanted to do last year, but we weren't able to get a ton of things donated. So we hope that this year, after people find out the good things that we were able to do last year, more people will donate. And lastly, we're going to distribute the bags, share the event through social media, and encourage school participation, because everyone at school is also youth, just like the youth that we'll be helping. So these are just a couple of the things that we'll be adding. We'll be adding clothes, food, vitamins, and toiletries, and support. And then also some opportunities, which include printouts of resources available, and then just things to bring them some more happiness. So small games and books, cards with encouraging and kind words written by other youth. And this year, we really want to add headphones as well because many of them have a phone or something like that, but they don't often have headphones. So the project budget from last year was $1,950. These are some photos of all the bags that we created after we dropped them off, and also some of the youth who put together the bags. And then our budget this year that we're asking for is $2,000.
30 seconds remaining.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay. We can't do this alone. We'll ask all of our friends and those involved to share our project on social media and bring awareness to the issue and get a lot of them involved as well. A ton of them were excited to do it last year and are excited to do it this year again. So we're really happy about that. So that's basically all. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you for sharing your YNAB project idea with us. At this time, our grant review board may ask any follow-up questions. Does anyone have questions?
Member Fajardo, this is a beautiful idea, and thank you for sharing the pictures. I was wondering, when you were going through the slides, I was wondering how it went last year. Can you tell me about something that you learned from last year?
I think one thing that I learned is that people in our community will come together to support those in need, even if it's a lot of dedication and time on their part. Like, we had some volunteers that sewed 20 bags and some volunteers that were super busy and still came together to help us put the bags together. So it was really nice to see the amount of support that people had, and then just knowing the impact that we had makes all of it really come together. So yeah.
Member Johnson.
Hello, Member Johnson for the record. I love your idea, and it's really amazing. I feel like it's very important to bring awareness to teens that really do need that support. And I want to say thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Member Camarillo.
Board Member Camarillo for the record. Where are you going to be giving the bags to the homeless?
This year we're going to be giving them to Project 150.
Thank you.
Chair Rodriguez, my question for you is, how many homeless do you plan on reaching out?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
How many homeless do you plan on reaching out?
So Project 150 has the resources for that. A lot of the times we've been talking to the Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth as well. They just don't have a station within city borders, but a lot of the time they don't like to be personally contacted, especially by strangers. So we decided to go with Project 150 because they have the infrastructure in place, I guess, to help youth, and they know who really needs it and how to best utilize it. I think better than my sister and I would. So that's why we decided to do it with Project 150, and we hope that they'll help at least 100 youth. And then if we ended up getting extra funding that was enough to make more bags, then we could always make more bags to help additional youth as well.
Beautiful, thank you.
Member Sarkeesian, I have a question. Why do you think this topic is important to you personally, though? Because I know you mentioned some statistics, but why did you choose to do this?
I chose to do it because, well, actually, I started a couple years ago. I wanted to have a concert. I'm a musician, and so is my sister. So we created a concert of all youth, and we were trying to find a charity to donate the proceeds of the concert to. And I kind of stumbled across the Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth page, and I was seeing all these statistics, and I guess it was really inspiring to think about the fact that a bunch of youth could come together and help other youth that are in need, because I think some of us take for advantage all of the things that we have, and we should give back more, especially to those who are just like us. So that's kind of what motivated me to continue to find more projects, and so my sister and I came up with this project, and that's what started it.
Thank you.
The YNAB Grant Review Board will be voting on the recommended YNAB funding awards at a later meeting. The YNAB Board will be presenting those recommendations to the Las Vegas City Council on February 7, 2024. Program Coordinator, Jabutam Yanes, will notify your group with information about the YNAB Board's recommendations within the next 3 weeks. If you have any questions before then, please contact Jabutam and she will assist you. We thank you again for your time and your presentation.
Thank you so much.
Item number 5, citizen participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the board. No subject may be acted upon by board unless that subject is on the agenda and is scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, come forward and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion on any single subject, as well as the amount of time any single speaker does allow, may be limited. Seeing as there is no comments, the meeting is adjourned.